Comes the money. Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
We all love the finer things in life. A new bike, a pager, and a little we can wager. But how long must I ride under your wing? I observe well, backing you on everything. I endured hell, now I gotta break the chains. It's time. Can't you hear them yelling my name? Went from a small fry to the big McMahon. I was taught well, excel, execute, and plan. My daddy stayed blessing me, gave me a piece of the pie and the recipe, all like necessities, but he never let me be. Daddy. I'm a grown man with my own plan. Daddy. I'm my own man. Let loose, witness what you produce. Get used to the proof that I'm the truth. A real dynasty, cause you made me. Now listen to what these ladies sing to me. It's all about the money, 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 y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills. Sing, ladies.
money, 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 money.
Talk to them. Talk to them, ladies. We talking about that.
Money, 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 money.
Cash money. We talking about that. Cash money. Yo.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money,
Yeah,
money.
we all love the finer things in life. A new bike, a pager, and a little we can wager. But how long must I ride under your wing? I observe well, backing you on everything. I endured hell, now I gotta break the chains. It's time. Can't you hear them yelling my name? Went from a small fry to the big McMahon. I was taught well, excel, execute, and plan. My daddy stayed blessing me.
It's a new
Show.
Yes, it is.
You've heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
And you can't beat that.
It's hashtag WrestlePals.
There ain't no stopping us now. We celebrate on the floor. Drop down, we're ready to go. To all the people across every nation, turn it up and give me some more.
Okay, fine. Fine. Am I on? Hello? Am I on? I am. Okay, look. I never liked it until right now. Now I'm okay with it. It's a celebration. You don't even know the dance. I've been working on it. What do you got?
I got.
It's the best. I mean, it's the worst, but it's the best. And he does something with his shoe. Okay. Mind not this nonsense of what appears before you. For it is time for Wrestle. Okay, fine. Hey, everybody's hashtag WrestlePals.
Hey, Ellie.
Hi.
Hey, Jenny. She clicked the link.
Well,
She
then
clicked
she
the
left.
thing
And
and
she
then
left. Much like other people that click the link accidentally and then leave. Happens, you know? It happens.
Hey, girl, you hop back in here, man. I'll entertain you.
Hey.
I'm just saying. Hey, girl.
Oh, God.
Hey, girl.
Oh. Oh. Hey, everybody. It's hashtag WrestlePals. We are your hosts. First, it's hashtag WrestlePal Justin. Justin is a real man of science.
Real man of Zion.
That being said, I don't know if Zion's is going to be there for you anymore. Are they dwindling? Are they not distributed?
I don't know.
You're not
man.
getting. You having trouble finding these Zions?
Well, to be fair, I'm only looking at the one farm or food line that is right by my house.
Have you tried?
But it's right by my house.
All right. I don't want to make a technology joke. I don't like it.
All right. You know,
Okay. Fine. Hi, I'm hashtag WrestlePal Nate.
that's you.
That's pretty much it. I don't really have a thing so much. I
Probably should.
Oh, hold on. Someone.
That's kind of the best.
That's what it feels like. You like that? Do you like how that feels?
That's kind of the best.
You like how that feels when Mm-hmm.
Put them on just to take them off.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, we got to put these ones back on. You like seeing things, do you?
Well, I mean, I guess technically I don't need them, but to read. Nathan.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you know this.
Pretty sure I did.
I love Liv Morgan.
I was.
Did you know that?
I was aware.
Have you been aware of that? How long?
Well, I was in the back. Remember when you said so the people can back in the back in here?
Yeah.
I was in the back, and guess what?
Hmm?
I heard.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to hear it again.
Okay, go ahead.
I love Liv Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
It's only intensifying. Things are getting
Whoa,
heated
whoa,
up.
whoa. All right, look, I'm trying to go along with this. I'm trying to be supportive of
Oh,
my
snap.
friend, but
Mm-hmm.
if Paige taught us nothing this week,
I'm shouting it from the rooftop.
well, I don't want you to get up on the roof.
Can I?
There.
Got a ladder?
You grown man, what's up?
I'll get up there.
I got like a 6-foot ladder. If you can get to the roof from a 6-foot ladder, if you can get to the top of the second story building here with a 6-foot ladder, then by all means, please, I'll film it.
Nathan,
What?
I love Liv Morgan.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. You know it's gonna end badly, though, right?
How?
Cease and desist. Temporary protective order, followed by more long-term. That you're not going to be allowed back in your home state of Canada.
Just all wrong. Just all wrong. All of this.
Oh snap! God damn it with the oh snap! Get out of here.
I need more pictures of. Oh, yeah. Here's some hashtag commitment. It's the same one as last week. She's been a little slow on the Instagram with photos and
Well,
stuff.
she's been busy, like
been
being
busy.
entertaining and sportsing
and being
and sports entertaining.
being in Europe.
And
Her bags have been missing.
Sarah Logan's missing too.
Yeah, and Alexa Bliss's as well.
Oh no!
Right?
What, Alexa Bliss lose her sling? Yeah, sorry. Becky Lynch is turning us all into mean girls. Or mean men? I don't know. I don't know how the pronouns work anymore. It's kind of the best. Justin,
Hmm?
leave that girl alone. All right, look, I'm just trying to help.
Leave her
trying to help.
alone?
I'm trying to help.
Why?
You don't want this advice.
No. Why
I'm
would
saying
I
I
leave her
just want you to
alone?
look back on this as the day that I said, hey,
But
hey.
what I'm trying to figure out is why. Like, what have I done that's been...
Well, leave that up to the courts. You don't want to hear it from me. It's fine. It's going to sound insulting if you hear it from me. But when you see it in official court documents, all of a sudden it hits a little realer. It means a little something. It becomes legal. It's testimony, some would call it.
Tweeting her kind things?
Kind things.
Mm-hmm.
Like those garbage little health bars. How do you tweet one of those?
What?
There goes that sponsorship. Ooh. Nothing healthy is going to...
Liv did get her... They did get their bags back.
Oh,
It
Liv
took,
got her
like-
bag back.
It took... Yeah?
Did they get her? I saw Sarah Logan tweeting what's his name, Richard Branson, like personally, and it was just hey, I have a little problem with your airline,
Yes.
fella. If you don't mind, I'd like
Please
to.
DM me.
Could you? Hey, that's how I want to solve all my problems now. Is tweeting directly to the
To Richard Branson specifically, no
Yes.
matter what your problem
no
is.
matter what the problem is.
Hey, Richard Branson,
Hey, I don't
could
feel
you
like
DM me?
this turn lane light is like cycling properly. It feels like it's only like 2 or 3 cars are getting through, and there's like a line like 7 deep. So, Mr. Richard Branson, if you could,
If
sir,
you would, please.
if you have the time,
Slide up in my DMs.
yeah.
Nathan, I feel like Liv and I could be in each other's DMs at any moment now. I'm just saying. It's
Yeah.
getting pretty serious.
I want you to hold your breath, and let's wait until that happens. Go.
No.
Christ's sake. Just see you laid out on the floor. That's all. It's fine.
Wow.
It's fine.
Things are getting pretty serious here.
Dear Richard Branson,
Dear Richard Branson.
my co-host has a problem. He's obsessed with a fictional character
It's not obsessed.
portrayed by a real
listen.
individual who probably feels really scared and awkward about the whole entire situation, but understands it's part of her career. So
I
it's
don't-
weird. She
I
has
don't
to
wanna be-
foster the weirdness without being a victim of the weirdness. Richard Branson, I forgot his name. Ricardo Veronson, if you could help me, please.
I've done nothing wrong. And if I did, I would stop.
Richismo Venison, if you could help me.
Is he-
Who?
Is he oozing Richismo? Is he oozing
Should
machismo?
get that looked at. Yeah. Just something simple. You could probably get,
Fresa Ramon.
you could probably get a nice salve for it.
Mhm.
Salve.
Nice Minnesotan woman.
I don't know what that
Minnesotan.
is. Sounds delicious. Doesn't. If there's anything I learned from Minnesotans, it's that rap is crap.
Rap is crap.
All right, that's
Come on, fucking guy.
all right. Wrestling happened, right?
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Hmm?
We got to talk about it. It's the talk of the wrestling world this week. I mean, it's massive news.
Oh God, that's right.
Literally everybody's talking about
It's getting
it.
picked up by bigger news organizations.
Yeah, and
it's
it's really exciting.
we all saw this coming, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the build had been there, and we knew it was coming, and then it was going to happen. Then it did.
Yeah. And I feel like it's been pretty successful. Yeah. You
You
could
know,
say that.
okay. I mean, there are a lot of broken arms and torn pecs in its wake. So
Yeah. Taking a couple arms. Absolutely. Of course, we're talking about WWE's Crown Jewel.
yeah,
Becky Lynch.
the
man.
crown jewel of the WWE, one Miss Becky.
The man.
Okay, we just go with
You
that.
put some respect on it.
I'm sorry.
The man, Becky
the
Lynch.
Man. The man.
The man.
The man.
She's the
She
man.
likes the softer article.
She's the man.
Okay.
Okay, so have you seen this?
I haven't seen what.
Have you seen the greatest and best? Okay, actually, first of all, the Ronnie
Yeah.
/ Rhonda Twitter feud with Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
Outstanding.
Look, okay, don't enter into a Twitter feud with Becky Lynch.
No, don't.
It's going.
Don't.
It's going to end poorly because she's been building up, being all cute and like she's been. She's done the Twitter workout.
Mm-hmm.
She's well versed and ready to go when it comes Twitter time.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, now I shall use my powers for evil, and it's been amazing.
It's great because Rhonda's actually bringing it. She's like, "Oh, champ, you didn't like this picture. Here's some other ones."
Mm-hmm.
To which Becky Lynch is like,
I don't like you.
"That's not good. More, get another one. Try again. Not good enough.
Jesus Christ.
I want it to be shoulder to shoulder, equal billing."
That's right.
That was her first one.
That's the first demand.
Or I'll hurt her. It's the best.
Yes, absolutely.
But the next best thing, I don't know if you've been seeing this while they were over in Europe.
Oh my God.
So Becky Lynch is the man.
Uh-huh.
There was a dude on Raw who was calling himself the man,
Mm-hmm.
and his name was Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Seth, I love you dearly. You're a great wrestler. You are not the man. Becky Lynch is the man.
The man would have his house in order.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Seth says something along the lines, hey, a wise guy said, beat a man, you got to beat the man. And to which Becky responds, you may be a man, but I am undoubtedly the man. Yes!
I gotta look. Just the take no prisoners. I'm never dropping character. I'm the baddest. Oh well, I guess they used that. The baddest woman on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Still no match for the man.
Still no match. So I want to see Seth Rollins wrestle Becky Lynch because they've been trading barbs, and Becky's crushing him. It is the best. Becky Lynch is bar none the best thing on Twitter right now.
Okay, we have a weird perfect storm happening with this Survivor Series match. There's a Survivor Series, right? Stuff happens in Survivor Series, but for the most part, there's a whole lot of like I don't want to say necessarily like blow off things. It's like one time things. It's almost like, hey, champ versus champ, no big deal. Winner doesn't really matter. They both go on. Hey, AJ's gonna take that loss again. Here we go. What's up?
Maybe.
I hope he doesn't
Probably.
this year. That's fine. Just beside the point. But here we go into something that could mean nothing. Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey, right? Could mean nothing. It's just champion versus champion. Hey, it's the women's match. It's going to take place somewhere in the card. But you have Rousey, Ronnie, who
Ronnie,
has
the baddest bitch on the planet, as she called herself on Monday.
Jesus. Yeah, I saw that. Like, she looks meaner without the mean makeup.
You know what's great? Is Ronda's promo on Monday was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
She can't touch the man. She can't. Like last night, she got obliterated.
Yeah.
Lynch came out and crushed her.
And then had a match like immediately. But
Exciting.
all the eyes of the world are on Rousey.
Yeah.
And we noticed that with whatever that
Da 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 da.
the evolution thing.
Meow.
The evolution thing. Even though everyone's like, man, it should be Charlotte and Becky. There was a huge reaction for Rousey.
Mhm.
She's a
draw.
She's a draw. That being said, you get to have a match with somebody that's a big draw, then I'm gonna put myself on the same level, if not higher. Becky Lynch is doing exactly that, and Becky Lynch is fostering her tirades with all of social media. I can almost guarantee she's actively now.
So you've heard of the term standing, because I was going to get here, Ellie. Thank you for bringing it up. Let's get there now. You've heard of the term standing?
Like when you put your feet down and
No,
your
you
butt's not
remember
touching
the
anything.
Eminem song "Stand."
You don't touch things with your butt.
I think we should be together. This is your
What?
biggest fan. This is Stan.
Oh, yes,
You've
of
heard
course
that
I
song,
do.
right?
Yes. Dude,
So,
you know when I grew up. Yes, of course I do.
so earlier this morning, Becky Lynch,
Obsessive fan stuff.
right,
And their butts don't touch things.
right. Becky Lynch tweets out,
Mhm.
"Hey Siri, could you tell me who my biggest stan is?"
Mhm.
And it says
Oh, okay.
Ronnie Rousey.
I'd like to. Your phone is calling somebody named Stan. right now.
Oh,
Ask Stan how he's doing.
how's Stan? Is he all right?
Hey Siri, mind your goddamn business. See, my phone doesn't answer me. Stays right on the WrestlePals chat where
Let
it
me,
belongs.
let me.
Oh, are you really calling someone named Stan?
No, I am not. What I want to do is.
Hey Siri, does Justin know anyone named Stan?
Why would Siri respond to you?
Oh, good point. Why would anybody ever? This is my life.
I'm going
now.
to try to bring up the man's Twitter. 'Cause the man is on fire.
Yeah, dude. She's.
By the way, I'm inadvertently feeding the man. I mean, the man T-shirts had to be coming anyway.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I'm not going to take credit for that, even though I could because I asked WWE Shop.
Mhm.
Just saying.
Okay.
Also, sometime last week,
I like that they're sitting there. Hold on, let's run this by Justin. Justin thinks it's a good idea. This is right.
yeah, they got to be waiting. They're waiting for
Oh,
me.
Justin for branding over here. What's going on?
So,
Justin for marketing.
the man, it starts taking off,
Mhm.
and for some reason I screwed up the Cash lyric. I was tweeting back and forth with Ellie, and I was like, when the man comes to town, and then I was like, ooh, I want to tweet it for real at Becky, because Rhonda had just got announced that she was the #1 in the PWI rankings. And I was like, oh sure, it's Rhonda's year until the man comes around, and then of course.
I hope you did nothing but mess up Johnny Cash lyrics all day to her. When the man
Just
comes to town,
Just the one.
I shirt myself today.
Shirt myself.
Hey, there's an idea
today.
for shirt. The man.
All right, so here's the exact
Mm.
Siri. Who is my biggest stan? Ronnie Rousey? Yes. Show me evidence. And then it's just a bunch
It's
of
a
picture
collage.
tweets.
She has a goddamn collage of Rousey tweets.
Hey Ralph. Hey Robbie. How you guys doing? So, yeah, Becky Lynch is easily. She actually mentioned it in her promo. Nobody said I would be the best thing going in the industry, but here I am, and she is.
And she's doing this weird thing. Okay, first, just everything about her mannerisms. Her walk to the ring, she has that little head nod.
Dude, you know what's funny is remember the few things that we liked about Cass when he came over to SmackDown.
Uh-huh.
She
Hand up,
adopted that.
just being a jerk.
That's kind of what
Carrying
she's doing.
yourself. Representing who you are in every way, in everything you do. Small things. They don't have to be huge. They can be subtle. But do them.
Portray the character.
And she's
Commit.
got the little bit of a head stash. And she's holding aloft her championship. And first of all, then she gets to the ring. The music cuts. Crowd's still singing. Well, I might add. What's up?
It's funny. I've always thought that was going to be like a thing for her when she was like, ultimate babyface. I never understood why like people weren't singing along with it. But here we are.
Well, I think that original Nakamura theme, I think, kind of trained them. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, guess what's cool? Singing. And they're also in Europe, where they're used to more complicated fan interaction, other than boo.
Ralph, we're talking about the man. So we are talking about the man, Becky Lynch, because she's the man.
Yes, she even kicked Jinder off of my line there.
She's the crown jewel of WWE. That's what you've missed.
I don't think she would even appreciate the
Probably not.
anything feminine at all. She's like, no, I'm dominant in every way.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not belittling. In a weird way, she's not belittling womanhood by it. She's saying, no, I am dominant.
Well, did she say this in the promo, or because it's a state of mind?
Yeah.
It's like, I am the best thing, and it's an attitude. It's not I'm the man because I have a penis. It's I'm the man.
Cut that clip out for later.
Who are you telling? Me? Because I'm not gonna.
She's listening. Yeah, I'm not gonna either. Don't worry. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. But no, I mean, Ronda has that built-in audience and draw and pull, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of void being left that Becky is absolutely filling up.
Well, and I mean, in the meantime,
they're going to make this have to be the most exciting thing on the show. Are you excited to see AJ? Of course. Are you excited to see AJ versus Brock?
yeah, but not as much as I was last year.
Yeah.
Which one am I looking forward to more? I want to see the man in Ronda.
Who else is gonna main event then? Is it gonna be AOP and the Bar?
Nah, that just got set up. I am super excited to see Shinsuke and Seth as well, but
Very good.
but
I got
neither
a
of
feeling,
those is heated enough to be the main.
and I got a feeling that's gonna be like, hey, here's the hot open, everybody. Unless
Yeah.
they want to spread out they might do like the tag team Survivor Series match right out of the gate, because you're gonna have to have we don't have a deep tag team division.
Right.
Sorry, they bring out the Colognes, and they're great, and I
Yeah.
want to see more of them, but not like, hey, let's just throw them together right quick. It's like so rushed and so shallow that it might be Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush on the goddamn tag team. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
What? Titus Worldwide's back together? Okay.
Speaking of
Rude and Gable will be on there, that's for damn sure.
marketing, I think I have something for Apollo.
What do you got for Apollo?
I'm not putting it on the air.
'Kay.
But I think I got something for him.
What is it? You can whisper it to the
No!
microphone. I'm the one around here.
No!
'Kay.
We're talking about the man, Becky Lynch, not
Yes.
Apollo right now.
I'm very sorry.
But no, that's the
Yeah,
one I'm
Becky
fired up for.
Becky had a wonderful. Okay, Ronda leads in hard with the Monday night's promo,
Mm-hmm. And it was good.
busting out the B word. Very
Yeah.
few,
Yeah.
very few get the B pass, and she might have just done it herself. Who the hell knows? Becky is in the position of retorting, and that's a fantastic place. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we
gonna-
know.
We know. Man's
We
gonna be
know.
AJ and Brock. We know. A fantastic place for Becky to be, because she is good at taking whatever you've said and turning it around, taking whatever you've done and turning it around.
Mhm.
Now she could very easily do the establishment promo, but no, it's perfect coming from Rousey in this situation, and Lynch's responses were perfect as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very much she had to acknowledge that the crowd was behind her, but it was very little. She didn't say, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you." It was just like, "Yeah, no, right?
I'm pretty great.
Yeah,
I know.
you've
I'm
made
the
you've made a good decision." Well, good for you. I'm happy for you. But she goes point by point, refuting, and then going into, yeah, I'm not supposed to be here,
Mhm.
but I am. And then for some reason, she's doing a tongue thing now.
Yeah,
I thought it was weird at first. It's like it was trying to escape her face. Just, it's like, whoa, all right,
I think it's something that's just helping her keep in character.
it's fine.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
I mean, she was just shy of chewing gum.
Yeah,
Like I could have just seen
she may want to think about that
chewing gum.
while she's doing the. Yeah, I mean, not that it throws me that far off. Obviously, she great.
Yes, and I wanted to have a towel and a singlet and participate in a lot of sports. Throw a pass to herself. And then, all of a sudden, out of the blue for no reason, she's going to be a Southerner who hates rap.
I hate rap. The West Texas Rednecks
Christ almighty.
from Minnesota. Nathan, wasn't sure.
That's
if you
where
knew
West
that.
Texas is? I would have assumed it was in Texas.
You would have been wrong.
I'm wrong. Oh, my God.
Before we get to back to talking about the man,
Mhm.
Did you know that I love Liv Morgan?
I did.
Are you sure?
Yep, you're done.
I love Liv Morgan.
What? I didn't hear that one.
I love Liv Morgan.
Oh, I thought you changed it up a little bit.
Nope.
Oh. Consistency.
Yeah, What's the key?
Consistency, commitment, and other words that start with C. Creole, like cooking. Cooking also starts with C.
I love Liv Morgan.
Commitment? No, I already said that one.
Just had to get that out there.
Restraining order.
What is the matter with you?
I can't spell. That seems to be it. That seems to be it. But nah, man, there's going to be crazy hype going into this. And like in a 2-week span, it's as hot as it's going to be.
It's, I mean, again.
We got other little promos from Nakamura and one from AJ, and those were good. And Raw, did we get a lot of Survivor Series build from Raw?
Yeah, like
I felt like they were like cleaning up a little bit.
off the
They
jump.
cleaned up the tag team titles. They
Yeah.
forwarded the Dean and Rollins thing.
Well, at the beginning of the show was about, Baron, I'm going to be the captain. And then Angle's like, no, I'm going to be the captain. Let's wrestle.
Yeah.
And then Alexa's like, I'm the women's captain, and here's my team. Or I'm going to be watching y'all.
Okay.
So they're going to be using television to put their team together. Whereas SmackDown's already basically put all their teams together, and they can just focus on the actual storylines.
Yeah, and it's great.
Yeah.
They don't need to do much. They can do actual storytelling. But then they did amazing storytelling leading into it, but it's like between the Usos and New Day.
Exactly.
What?
Did
What?
anybody else want to hang themselves watching Crown Jewel? Just me?
Watching, you mean Becky Lynch? No, I
Becky
felt
Lynch
really
is
good.
the crown jewel of WWE.
Yes. They've been looking for somebody to take the place, to step up into this main role, to be the face of the company. And also, I love the little backstage vignettes.
Did you say love?
Mm-hmm.
I love Liv Morgan.
I know you do. Hey. Neat, dude.
I can't help falling in love with you.
Me?
No,
Oh,
with Liv Morgan.
oh,
Silly.
I thought we were changing this. Yeah, I'm the crazy one here. But we also got something amazing because you've watched a crazy amount of wrestling this week outside of WWE and within WWE. And I said I've finally followed.
No.
Hmm?
I've watched a boatload of wrestling this week.
I take that to mean you watched the Jared Crews. Okay.
Streaming for Vengeance.
What?
Streaming for Vengeance. That's what it was called.
Okay.
It was technically a ROH show.
Mm.
Hey, Basilion. Hogan should have won Crown Jewel.
You know what? I wouldn't have been fine. I would have been totally fine with Hogan.
You know-
winning Crown Jewel. It just seemed
You
like
know?
it just seemed like a whole. Nothing says, "Hey, we don't care much for your culture." Quite like, here's some of our '80s shit. Enjoy, I guess.
They wanted that.
They
You saw
wanted
how
it.
We'll get there. I don't. We're talking about the Crown
For the
Jewel.
love of God, we'll have to discuss that. Absolutely.
We're talking about the Crown Jewel of WWE, Becky Lynch, the man. She the best.
Becky cuts a crazy good promo.
Uh-huh.
And then it was like, is she done? Nah, she's got more to say. And sometimes people go into the promos and they don't really have a whole lot of direction.
Mm-hmm.
And they just kind of like list a few things and yeah, it's fine. She built. She had a beginning, she had a middle, she had an end. And then she had an addendum. It was a well put together promo and delivered with a lot of confidence. She's always had this.
Oh, yeah.
She's always just been in her character at the moment, and that character wasn't this.
You know what's funny is, like,
Oh, what an amazing transition. I wonder how many other good guys could be great bad dudes.
you know why this is working?
and also bad dudes that could be good dudes.
You know why this is working, though? Because she is the most consistent character, like for 5 years straight. Her character's just been straight up consistent. Not only just with delivery of matches and mic time and TV time,
That's been one of the major things.
but she is consistent. Like, the same things keep happening to her. She keeps getting screwed over. And that's why this works, because this is what she should be doing right now.
You're watching a career arc.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's like I saw posted somewhere like one of her early promos from like when she was Rebecca Knox or whatever. I think it was like from the Shimmer days, and it's just like, oh, she's come so far. Look at her, this is
And
great.
she came out in all green in NXT.
Ah, for Christ's
She
sake.
did the jig.
This
This is the same time Alexa was the fairy.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Well, both of them, look how far they've come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they became jerks. What's up? You want to get ahead in life? Be a jerk for a minute.
I should start being a jerk.
You gonna try that shit with me?
I can't be a jerk.
I'd pretty much
I
just
love
take
Liv.
it. You're right. We
I
can't
love
do
Liv
this.
too much.
We're awful.
Liv, honey, I see you out there. I love you.
All right. Now you've gone too far. Like, I'm willing to tolerate everything up to this point. Like, I forgave it. Like,
Now I've gone too far. What does that mean?
He may have been of some diminished capacity, and like this is like his outlet and his escape, and it's weirdly healthy, and he hasn't done anything too crazy yet. Then he just makes that statement, and
What
then I'm just
statement?
like, I'm not saying it again because I'd feel bad saying it, because that's the clip that would get cut out of the show, rather than you talking about having a penis. I don't know why I made a hand gesture like that, coming out of my chest for some reason.
This is where the penis is.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, Jesus.
I haven't been to a community pool with you, sir.
So, all right.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't take my shirt off anyway.
Becky Lynch is
Hey,
absolutely
zero body positivity. What's up?
absolutely the crown jewel of WWE, but I think it's finally time we move on to the crown jewel of WWE.
Becky Lynch?
Well, a crown jewel.
Yeah,
A
she's she's the only person that could follow herself. Good for her.
Yeah.
Anything else after her would look like garbage. Speaking of, Crown Jewel.
Let's talk about the crown for a second. Watched a lot of King of the Ring
Oh, good.
this weekend
Oh, thank God.
because
Wait, what?
that tournament could have easily been a King of the Ring tournament, by the way, since it was called Crown Jewel.
The hell with it. Crown Prince of the Ring.
I watched
Seems to be a thing.
from 94 to 97. And, oh, cool. Perfect time for that to turn off. 94 to 97.
Uh-huh.
Well, the thing that bothered me about 96 and 97 were by then they're focusing more on the pay-per-view rather than the tournament.
Yeah. The tournament's supposed to be the pay-per-view with a little bit of filler in between rounds.
Yeah. So in 94 it's the tournament and Owen wins the tournament.
It's great.
And I want to scroll back because Owen's run, these are just some fun matches you don't think about. How far back did I put these?
Was this before or after he was a Slammy Award winner? 2-time.
This was before, because this was just coming off his feud with Brett.
Right.
So
Is he still the Blackheart at this time?
he isn't the Blackheart yet. The Blackheart is after Brett leaves.
Ah, okay.
That's when he joins the Nation. This is obviously just before he becomes the King of Hearts as well. So it's Owen versus Tatanka
Word
in the
up.
first round. I had no idea that I was going to be psyched for that.
Okay, you weren't, but all right.
I was like, I see it happening, and I'm like, yeah, I'm in. All right, that's a good first round match.
It's one of those things you wouldn't see. That's the beauty of tournaments is you get stuff that you wouldn't see. Unlike this last Crown Jewel, which everything felt like something you would actually have seen or would see somewhere else.
Second round, Owen versus the 1-2-3 Kid,
Again, not something you would normally see.
and just fun, like because 1-2-3
They
Kid
had a
at that
wrestling match?
time. Yeah, well, yeah, but the Kid at that time was really good. This was before his head got too big and he stopped delivering great matches.
Oh, he's gotten better since then.
Well, sure, but and actually the story going in was Kid got the hell beat out of him in the first round, and he wasn't going to show up, and he kind of pulls himself
Limps
up.
out?
Yeah. And
Oh, God, like that one beginning of WWE's ECW thing. Who was that got his ass beat every week?
Jim.
No, it wasn't Jim.
Oh, you're right. It was Steve.
It wasn't Steve.
No.
I forget who it was. But then it was like Tommy Dreamer took him under his wing, and he just kept taking beatings. But then he turned to Tommy Dreamer, and then they're like, all right, the hell.
Mikey Whipwreck.
No, it wasn't Mikey Whipwreck. This is the WWE
Whatever the hell
version.
your name is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
In the finals,
Yeah.
Owen Hart versus Razor Ramon.
Ooh,
That was good.
I'm sure.
That was really good. And basically the story was this is when Anvil. So Brett has a match with Diesel for the WWE champion or WWF championship, and Neidhart's in his corner, and Neidhart helps him retain, but then walks away, like really quickly after the match, and Brett gets the hell beat out of him by Shawn and Diesel, and then Neidhart comes back out during the finals with Owen and Razor and helps Owen win King of the Ring. It's effectively turning into a bag gay.
So he remained good through the entire tournament, and then all of a sudden at the end?
Well, I mean, Anvil only showed up. He was only in the one match. and he disappeared and then came back out for the finals, and literally for like the last couple seconds.
Did he have his sunglasses at the time?
Possibly,
Well, I don't care.
probably.
No one cared.
More
He
people
did.
care than you think.
All right, that's fine.
But that was a good tournament. 95. It looked like they were prepping Savio Vega.
You know what? I remember being a kid forever thinking, I guess I was like teen at that time, thinking, hey, they're going to do something with the Savio Vega guy. I'm pretty excited. This is something different. Nope. It's wrong.
So he wrestles IRS to qualify, and then Yokozuna immediately after.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the Roadie and Sparkplug Bob Holly in a surprisingly good match.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, what? Why is this good? Like, I mean, it wasn't great, but I mean, it was like, well, I'm not turning this off. I'm not fast forwarding. This is okay.
I feel like that's always supposed to be what tournaments are, is where you get the heel versus heel and face versus face, like all of a sudden. Or the weird matchups, like, hey, here's a weird gimmick versus a weird gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
They have no reason to be fighting. Whatevs. Here we go. Have a match. The reason is wrestling.
It is wrestling. Shawn Michaels and Kama Mustafa.
Ooh.
Well, this is when he was just Kama, before he was Kama Mustafa.
The ultimate
The
fighting
Ultimate
machine
Fighting Machine, yeah. And they fought to a time limit draw.
that eliminate both of them?
Mm-hmm. Both eliminated.
Ooh.
You know what happens this year, right? I'll tip you here. Because the next match, final match of the first round, is Mabel versus The Undertaker.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
There you go. Now you know. Now you know.
Okay.
Rodeo and Savio with a solid match. Oh, yeah. Mabel versus Savio is the final because Sean and Kama had the time limit draw. So Mabel gets a bye into the finals. So it's Mabel and Savio Vega. Good times.
Now, is this like when they were still men on a mission at this time?
No, this was...
He was already split.
already
He was a bad
turning-
dude.
it
They
was-
killed Mo.
Well, it was men on a mission still. It was still Mabel and Oscar, but they were bad guys. They
Okay.
just weren't men on a mission.
Okay.
They were still dressing the same, but not.
Big purple parachute pants
Mm-hmm.
versus Savio Vega.
Versus Savio Vega. And so King Mabel is born.
Okay.
Easily forgettable.
I don't know, man. I was okay with it.
What else did I watch?
I like an unexpected winner. I like an unexpected winner coming out of a tournament.
Speaking of...
Unless it's, Shane McMahon, in which case.
Speaking of, 96 is obviously Austin's year.
Mhm.
And we were just talking about the man, Becky Lynch. And there are some eerie similarities to where she is right now. Because this Ronda match is going to be the spark that takes her to that next level. If they're smart and put it in the main. I know they won't. Or at least in a very highly
Should be
spotlighted...
the co-main.
Yeah, at least. And if it is, she's going to go next level. Even if she loses, which she shouldn't.
Oh, God. So what's going to be the main? Yeah, I know you say AJ and Brock, but did they save it for a Survivor Series match? Survivor Series men's match?
It might be the men's
if
match.
if they add some sort of weird stipulation to it of some sort. Not necessarily a stipulation match, but like some.
Because it was last year, right? With
I guess. I mean, that's a way to end a Survivor Series. I'm okay with that. If one of the Survivor Series matches is the main,
Yeah.
I can be okay with that.
Yeah, but it absolutely
Randy Orton wins. Hey, there's a spoiler for it.
there's nothing hotter in the entire
Liv Morgan?
WWE. How dare you? I would never use that word. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous.
There's nothing hotter than the WWE. Back on.
Hashtag live his life. And her kicks are fire.
Say no to drugs. Say
And yes to pizza? What?
Son of a bitch had it queued up. Stop it.
Stop what?
Oh, he stopped it. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay.
There's nothing hotter in the WWE right now other than Ronda and Becky. Like, it's the hottest thing. Like, I know that doesn't necessarily
Ronda's
matter.
bringing the outside eyes. Becky's bringing in the legitimacy and credibility from inside.
And again, we pointed this out last week. Ronda's had really good matches so far with people who are not anywhere near Becky's level.
God, yeah.
I can only imagine what this is going to be like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to it.
They're going to break each other's arms. It's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's going to get hurt.
97. So I just watched 97 earlier today.
You didn't have to. Nobody told you to.
No,
You didn't need
I
to.
just wanted to cram
But
in.
again, it's showing you what this could have been.
Oh, 97 is
What Crown Jewel could have been.
King Triple H. Well, King Helmsley. King Hunter Hearst Helmsley. The final was Mankind. This was after the interview with JR,
Mhm.
where he's like yelling, and then like Mankind cuts a promo in the first round. He's like, "Hey, bang bang, and I'm a good guy now, essentially." And
Word.
yeah, it was fun. And who did he wrestle? Oh, cool, I forgot. But it was only 3 matches anyway, so it took all of like 30 minutes, 40 minutes to watch all 3 matches.
Well, they just did like
They did the
two semis and then
in the final. Yeah.
I hate that. If you're gonna have a full-on King of the Ring, I want it to be at least 3 rounds. Not that you can have much more than that. Have your qualifiers leading up to it and pull in your entire roster for it. Be ridiculous. But yeah, kind of. Even if you do a time limit draw, double elimination, that's some screwy stuff. But whatever, man. Give me the illusion of having 3 rounds and culminating with oh my God, this guy's been through 3 grueling matches tonight. He is the King of the Ring for whatever period of time.
Which is pretty much like the only thing that the Crown Jewels World Cup tournament got right.
I guess
Was 8 players, and actual first round matches, and
And-
qualifying matches.
And you had this first round matches that didn't have to be too long, and none of them were like 30-minute matches. Everybody got some stuff. Everybody looked good. Everybody looked credible. Any one of those 8 could have been the best in the world. And Dolph.
and Dolph.
Sorry, Dolph's fine.
He's kind of a jerk, though.
Whatever. He yelled at you in a Hooters parking lot. It's fine.
If Zach's still here, he remembers that.
No
He was there.
Yeah, duh. Well, and then his pants exploded.
Then his pants exploded.
And then we were like, oh my God, someone's got to get him home and his pants. It was the best.
Oh, what a night. That was a fun night.
Mhm. Good night for you. See, Dolph Ziggler yells at you. You have a good night. What's up?
Everything before and after.
Remember he
great.
was vegan? And then he got wings.
Yeah.
It's great.
Do you know who I am? Yeah, you're kind of wearing your shirt.
I have my name on my shirt too, but it's my job. Well, I guess you are too. Okay, carry on.
All right. So we're there. We might as well talk about it. Look, I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. Last week we said it was going to be garbage. And look, I'm not trying to say like I know things, but if I'm not psyched for it in any way, shape, or form and actually think it's probably going to be garbage,
Yeah. Probably a good chance it's
probably going to be garbage. It wasn't for so to take some of the positives.
okay.
It was clearly not for us.
No.
It was for the live audience.
It was for them to have a big loud house show, but they want top of the line production. But a house show is okay. And it's pretty much what we got. Top of the line production on a house show. As long as you go in going, I could skip this. Because were there any ramifications came out of that you had to be aware of? Moving on from it?
Nothing that you couldn't wait until Monday or Tuesday to see.
No, not even that, man. There's 0 that came out of it that you need. Literally nothing out of that advanced any storyline anywhere at all. None of the Crown Jewel, none of the best in the world matches meant anything at the end of it, except Miz sold a little bit of an injury later on and got to play with Shane McMahon a little bit. And it was like, cool, I have a reason for having a gripe. Okay, yes you do. Congratulations.
Yeah.
They could have got to that any way whatsoever. But that's them trying to incorporate it into a storyline. But anything that happened at the Best in the World tournament, no, it doesn't matter.
So 2 things. Again, it wasn't for us. It was for that crowd.
Right.
That crowd was fired up.
Uh-huh.
They cheered Hogan. I mean,
Oh my God. Okay, the show begins.
yeah. We're not doing match by match.
Yeah,
No
of course
chance.
not. How surreal. First of all, it's like, all right. I got a feeling they've been talking to Hogan for a little while. Like, all right, we kind of want to get you back, but we want to bring you under the radar. So we wanted to be subtle, and kind of, wanted to happen somewhere where there's not going to be a lot of eyes, but we wanted it to be a big deal. So I don't know how we're going to make this a big deal, but not a big deal. Oh, hey, how's your passport?
Yeah.
So we're going to sneak into this thing that nobody's psyched about at all. So people will go, wow, that's weird. Instead of, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
We want people to come into the show going, I don't like this. And then come out going, that was weird. Because weird is better than I don't like this.
I still don't know how I feel about it. as far as Hogan goes.
I know. It was weird.
Yeah. Just,
I am a real American. And you got a crowd in Saudi Arabia going like, all right, guess you are.
And
then kids
again,
like, yay. This
yeah, like all those, everybody
this
there
is-
was psyched.
Yes.
And that's what's important.
which is impressive. And okay.
This just wasn't a pay-per-view.
Somebody rewrote the lyrics to I Am a Real American for
Even though we're calling it that.
for I Am a Real Arabian, fight for the rights of only men. And then the lyrics continued on. I was like, oh, for Christ's sake. It's just surreal. And then, like, Hogan comes to the ring and he's talking about coming in on a jumbo jet. And it's like, well, some things you don't talk about. It's like, come on. And again, I didn't come out going, I hate this. I came out going, that's weird.
Yeah. Second, super positive. Renee Young on commentary.
Yeah.
I was so happy. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I felt that was
Dig,
the
dig, dig.
you want to be progressive, right? They can drive. Guess what else they can do?
Commentary.
Call a wrestling match. That being said, she was wearing very modest clothing,
Yeah.
but she wasn't like it wasn't like, hey, here's a hijab, put it on.
Yeah.
You know, she was just like, no, you know, cover up enough. I'll be respectful,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm here to do my job.
Yep.
And she came and she did her job.
Yep. And
was
so,
pretty
you know,
great.
again, there's a couple positives to take away from it.
A positive that I noticed. Big ass pyro and giant stage.
Yeah.
And going into that Best in the World Cup, whatever the hell it is, we got to see big entrance for people that probably aren't going to get big WrestleMania type entrances anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the Rey Mysterio masks on that big entrance, fantastic.
That was
with
fun.
pyro going on. He does the thing at the edge of the stage, and it's like 1, 2, 3. There's the pyro going off. It was
Booyaka,
great.
booyaka.
Here's our shot from space.
Booyaka,
of
booyaka.
shit blowing up, whatever. Randy Orton coming out. I'm all Viper stuff. Here's a big old snake. Wow. Jeff Hardy with a giant entrance.
Jeff.
Jeff ain't gonna get a giant entrance
Hey,
anymore.
Jeff's coming out.
He's not gonna be a giant main event. He's not gonna have a. I don't see him having a giant singles match at Mania. So guess what? This is great for them. And a lot of weird stuff. And it's like, I really thought they were gonna go into that first round. It's like, oh my god, they're leading off with Hulk Hogan. For the love of God, please don't have Kurt Angle be the first person out after this.
Jeff.
No, it was pretty much Jeff, wasn't it?
Yeah, SmackDown getting that disrespect again.
Yeah, but what, dude?
Whatever. The whole thing.
We just ended with "I am a real American."
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn Hulk Hogan, everything '80s America. Let's not follow it up with, "Oh yeah, here's our American Olympic champion, Kurt Angle." What is up? How are y'all? Thanks for making us feel welcome here. We're happy to bring a show over. Oh yeah, don't forget we great. Nah, but they kept it subtle. And they were like, again, same tactic. Here's Jeff Hardy. Not, hey, this is terrible. This isn't Saudi Arabia saying, hey, this is terrible. They went in going, this is weird. I close my eyes. Wait, there's some eyes on my eyes. What am I doing? I'm Jeff. I'm confused. How do I sleep like this?
Okay,
Those
so
aren't really.
Peter asks which wrestler has the best Twitter account and why is it the Iron Sheik? Sheiky Baby does have a great Twitter account, but it depends on what you're after in your wrestlers with Twitter. Because, again, the man Becky Lynch has the best Twitter account right now.
Well, there have been interactions between the Iron Sheik and Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm. Sheiky Baby loves the man.
Sheiky Baby, yes, has nothing but the utmost respect for the
Doesn't want to
man.
make her humble.
No. In fact, he's encouraging her to go out and make others humble.
Mm-hmm. That's right, baby.
Something about 9 Inch. Something. I don't know. The Iron Sheik is a character. Look, the last I've seen the Iron Sheik was during video clips from an Opie and Anthony interview.
Mm-hmm. Where he pissed himself?
Where, yeah, they just kept feeding him alcohol until he pissed himself and then just kept talking. And it's like nobody said, hey, man. Meanwhile, they're all pointing like, hey, look. And Sheik's just talking. They're like, hey, look. There's piss in his pants.
Stop pointing at my...
What's up?
Hey!
Well. But yeah. And then he calls Becky Bubba.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, everybody.
That's the thing.
Everybody's Bubba.
Well, if they're good.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, he'll break your back and make you humble.
That's right, baby. The Hulk Hogan.
She also, I don't know where he picked up the word jabroni, but he has used it more now than The Rock, who coined the phrase or popularized
A
the
J
phrase.
Brone.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Hogan says it. You J Brone.
Well, he's trying to make it his,
Uh huh.
as he's wont to do.
You know what's funny? Ellie says Finn posting random photos are excellent. I've noticed this about the Finn Balor in his Twitter account.
What's that?
He doesn't really get in there and interact. He just kind of, hey,
There's-
check out my abs and my junk.
Uh-huh. I looked. God damn it. Got me again. Yeah, but the little Finn freezes are fantastic.
Yeah.
Especially when he gets other people, like his own family. Or he had one with Triple H not too long ago. It's like, oh, look, he made him do the thing.
Mm-hmm. That's fun.
Oh.
So here's one thing I want to point out.
Any other thing good from Crown Jewel?
Not really. None of the wrestling matches were very good.
I didn't even watch the Brothers of Destruction versus DX match. But
You
I
didn't
saw
miss anything.
But I saw the clips.
Did you see Triple H's pec?
Dude.
Whoa.
Okay, these
I
are the
hope it
clips
was,
that
they
I
were
saw.
worth it.
The clips I saw were, for some reason, Shawn Michaels doing a moonsault to the outside.
Breaking his face open.
Cool. Another clip of after the match, Shawn Michaels with like his arm around Triple H, or the other way, and Shawn Michaels clearly mouthing, "We're too old for this."
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Another one of the Undertaker laying against the bottom rope, trying to blow his own hair out of his own poorly colored, very black hair, and he's just 4 times just like. He lost a fight with his own hair, and the Triple H trying to do things one-armed, like trying to do an Irish whip with one arm, and it's just like, shit, I guess I gotta run. Whatever. Which injury, you don't wish that on anyone. But damn, man, he's like, oh, I guess I gotta finish this match. What's up? Blown out pec, and then he shows the bruise later, and then Kane trying to climb up the turnbuckle with Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels beating down on him, and the hair and the mask falling.
Mm-hmm. So
And then Kane covering up like he's a luchador. Oh no, don't look at my face.
that we've seen.
Also, I just ran for political office and won. No, don't see me. I'm a burn victim.
So look, we knew that was going to be the main, right?
Okay.
We knew that was going to be the main going in.
Look,
did we learn-
anytime Hogan shows up, this is what I expected out of the Crown.
That was indeed Sirens.
Yeah, it happens. It's Big Papa Pump is looking for me. He's right. I am a fat ass. Sorry.
Oh, your chances are about to go drastically down.
8 1/3% is all I got left. What was this? I half expected once Hogan showed up at the beginning, I expected him to come in at the end and just say, "Nah, I'm in this now." Boot, leg drop. He's the best in the world. And you know what? I would have said, "This is weird," and I would have been okay with it.
Did we learn nothing from Evolution putting like the Legends match up front as the hot open? I mean,
It's an
this
open.
match as it was wouldn't have been a hot open, but that shouldn't have been the main.
What could have closed?
I don't know. Anything else?
AJ and Joe is like, got like no heat because it was
Mhm.
like just kind of there at the end.
I guess we're looking at it from. I'm looking at it from a pay-per-view standpoint. As
Brock and Braun.
instead.
Braun's got his knees are apparently blown out, and he's having trouble. He's trying to fight through, but he's going to be on the shelf for a little bit. So I don't know, man.
yeah. I don't know, man. Whatever.
Yes, does
It was a
suck.
colossal waste of time, essentially.
Uh-huh.
But I knew that going in. It's just weird to see everybody so mad about it.
I'm not mad. Like I said, I come out with.
Oh, you weren't. A lot of people are. Like, I had to talk with Fredo.
Don't get mad. Just let it be.
It-
Did it affect storylines long term?
no.
Did it give some old dudes a chance to like shine, kind of like one last time, and go get a nice payday and do some outreach into a place that hasn't been very receptive to being reached out to? Kind of, I guess. We brought 80s Americana over there, and we left it.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, we're done with this. You want to try it? To which they might be like, hey, yeah, sure. What's up?
The other thing, and you mentioned this, I think it might have been just before you. Did you get the feeling that everybody in the event just kind of didn't care? Like-
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just like, whatever. We're here. And it's never been like that. I've never been able to say that about an event. Also, Shane McMahon won the Best in the World tournament. Which is, there's a couple. So again,
couple theories going around.
like you said about Brock, because everybody's Brock won.
Mhm.
Yeah, apparently, it's because Braun has an injury, and if he would have won it, then he would just have to turn around and forfeit it too.
Jesus Christ, just the legend of Vacant
Yeah,
winning that title, a 6-time Vacant champion.
I mean
Good
that.
Lord.
That being said, Drew's kind of ready. I guess
Let that heat build, man.
They could have.
He's doing enough without it right now.
That's true. But anywho, and then Shane won best
We're
world
gonna
tournament.
get a moment like who was that like when Sheamus went good guy that one time. We're gonna get Brock like, hey, there's nobody here that can beat me, and then we're gonna get badass, evil, relentless, awful Scottish psychopath. Drew McIntyre is gonna step up and be like, I'll fight you,
Well, we saw him.
and we'll go, oh shit, it'll be great.
We saw him kind of pull towards the middle because it was like he came and ran Lashley off of Balor.
Mhm.
I mean, then he beat Balor up after.
Well,
But
yeah, of course, he was gonna do that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
He was gonna fight everybody. Good for Leo Rush being like, okay, time to shut up. I gotta go now. But yeah, man, there was a whole lot of Crown Jewel. Was a whole lot of I don't care.
Yeah.
I didn't feel compelled to watch, and I really hope they got the numbers that they never like really released their numbers, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
When you got your own network, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You can just say, hey, it was good. Man, I hope those Evolution numbers beat the hell out of Crown Jewel.
Yeah, me too.
Crown Jewel, after the whole Saudi Arabia debacle stuff, got exactly the amount of push it deserved.
Mm-hmm.
Very little.
Very little.
Like we had
Also, I forgot.
we had less push for like Beast from the East,
Yeah.
and you know what? That was a better show.
The only other thing I'll mention
Mm.
is no propaganda this time.
You got to imagine that was talked about behind the scenes of like, hey, you know how we talked about you were great and stuff? We can't do that right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that we don't want to help you out. We just can't do that right now. So yeah. And then I hate to say this. It was what it was.
It was what it was.
But they knew it had to be garbage. They had to downplay it. It had to be simple. It had to be easy. It had to be done. You know what it reminded me of in a
Mhm.
weird way? Remember when it's like everybody on the roster like quit and it was just like CM Punk, Triple H,
Yeah.
John Cena, and like I don't know,
Sheamus?
Sheamus. I
I
think,
think
it
it
was.
was good guy Sheamus too.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, I guess just the four of us, and I
I'll
guess
be
we're
the
gonna
ref.
have to do a show.
Yeah.
We'll just wrestle each other. And you know what? It was great. I was psyched for it. But then they're like, oh, no, you can't do a show all by yourselves. It's like, no, they can.
Please let him.
Please, I want to see this.
Mhm.
Give CM Punk a jacket. I'm excited. Do some announcing. He's done it. It's
That
good.
locker room leader, CM Punk.
Oh, for Christ's
so
sake.
Cody Tilly asks, who should win the Money in the Bank, men's and women's? We're a little far off from that. It's hard to say from here because you still have the Superstar shakeup, and it depends on where everything is.
When's the
in-
shakeup going to happen?
That'll
What's
be
the-
after
what-
Mania.
What's our order of events here? What do we got coming up? So, because
So-
we got Survivor Series coming up as the next
Mhm.
one. We
And
got
then
about 2 weeks out
TLC.
to that. Mm-hmm.
And then Royal Rumble, and then Fastlane, and then Mania, and then the shakeup. And then you still have another 2 months before Money in the Bank. It's who could use it again, like the landscape right now. Who knows?
Who the hell knows?
Who the hell knows? I wouldn't be against Dolph winning it again.
Fabian
Dolph and Drew.
Aichner.
Ooh, that'd be
I'm
insane.
sorry.
That'd be insane. Ember Moon maybe on the women's side. I mean, again, it's hard to say like who's going to be where.
Yeah. Or even if brands mean quite as much at that
Also
time.
true.
So when is the Fox deal going down?
Is that 2019?
I don't know. Is it the beginning of the year? Or?
Who knows?
Well, probably Fox. There's probably a lot of paperwork involved.
Yes.
I would imagine they've talked about
It
it.
can't be 2019. They would be. Well, I guess they can't push it because they're on USA.
Mm-hmm.
So
But yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just saw that pop in there about Shane. Shane ends up winning that World Cup. One of the rumors going around is, this win could kind of be an albatross for anybody who picks it up. So who can we put it on that it's not going to hurt? And Shane's
Yeah.
like, I'll take it.
yeah,
And that ended up being the thing. I'll go out and do the thing. And it's just funny that this pay-per-view opens with I Am a Real American and trodden out Hulk Hogan. And then the World Cup is won by not Money. That's $1 Million Man. But Here Comes the Money.
here comes the money.
It's like, wow, this feels like
Here
some
comes
weird.
the money.
Are they subtweeting in real life? Because I feel like they are.
Yeah.
This is weird.
I did like on Tuesday though that my theory as far as how they were going to write it was correct. He
Yeah.
won it for the brand.
Yeah, and Shane at least was like,
I am not.
nah.
I have no illusions that I'm the best wrestler in the world.
And it gave the Miz the opportunity to say, I'm 2/3 of the best in the world.
yeah.
And then he talked about custody arrangements with the trophy.
So how does this work? Do I take it for 20 days and you take it for 10?
You
Or?
want to come stay by the house? I got an extra master bench. He's offering Shane to come live at his house to spend time with the trophy. Like, what?
That's just fun. I mean,
What a jerk.
yeah.
And I say that with a smile because what the hell's happening with Miz?
I don't know, man. I don't know. So Reese Lewis, before we go into the hour break here, WWE is nothing but crazy. They have nothing going on. The man Becky Lynch is nothing.
And
Sorry, you're wrong.
I got to tell you, I love a dumb Survivor Series. I love
Yeah.
a good set gimmick in time.
Mm-hmm.
King of the Ring has gone by the wayside. It's gone. It's not going to come back unless it gets a full revamp, and they give credit to it or credence to it year to year. And it's got to be a yearly thing. The semi-annual ain't going to quite cut it. I love a good tournament. It's great.
You have
but
the network now.
Survivor Series is going to be a thing.
Yeah, and it's going to be a fun thing.
It's always a thing, and they build it up. They've only got the 2 weeks to do it, but they're going to build to something. There's going to be some bragging rights or brand rights.
well, you figure,
SmackDown's going to get shit on all over. Except
but you
Randy
figure
Orton's going to win the men's Survivor Series. It's going to be Randy and Shane.
he's
left.
not in it.
He's not?
Mm-mm. I like that because Randy is not a team player.
He'll get in it. Don't worry.
Well, let's see. They don't need him. They got D-Bry and Miz are the co-captains.
Also, all of a sudden, best friends in the world.
Yes.
This is weird. It's literally what they said.
Yeah.
It
and I
was
like
my
D-Bry trying to jump in the selfie, and he's like, Miz is like, no, we're not doing. I thought that's how you did it, brother. Shane was their first pick. Rey Mysterio wrestled Cien Almas, and they both liked it. So Ray got to be pick number 4, and then Joe and Jeff wrestled for the last spot, and Joe won.
Okay.
Looks like we may be setting up for Joe and D-Bry too after Survivor Series.
We get a little bit of the backstabbing in the show
Yeah.
where Joe's like, I don't give a good goddamn about this brand. I want to break you in half.
And
Word.
But again, just like I thought Randy didn't really need to be in the tournament, I don't think okay. I say that Randy won't be on the team, but he did RKO Ray after the match.
Uh-huh.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
well, you know what the beauty of SmackDown is they'll get some story out of it. Randy's like, no, I'm a Survivor Series winner.
Nathan, I feel like you're trying to do an impression
No,
of
I'm
me.
blacking out.
Randall K. Orton,
Okay.
have decided that you
Where are you from,
may
anyway?
not. I am from St. Louis, Missouri.
Build
and
weight.
I am not going to tell you that because I am a Viper and I can strike from anywhere.
Okay. Don't, though. Please. I could see him taking out Ray and being like, nah, this is my jam, yo. I hope he says it just like that's nah.
But the thing is, this Randy doesn't.
I don't know if you noticed.
doesn't wanna
Survivor
be a
Series
part of a
Kind of
team.
a jam.
You know, again, I didn't.
Well, that's what that would be the play. Is the I'm not a team player, but I'm a winner. What's up?
Yeah. Ooh, okay. So just a couple quick ones here. Reese says SmackDown is still his pick. I mean, SmackDown's clearly the better show, like hands down.
SmackDown's the one that would benefit from it the most too. Raw
Yeah.
doesn't need that garbage. Raw is about bigger than life characters. And guess what? They don't need to be part of a team or have teamwork or be good. They just need to be there, and they can fall apart by fighting each other and advance their own storylines without having to tear down SmackDown. That being said, they're going to tear down SmackDown.
They're going to tear down SmackDown. Hopefully not at the man's expense.
Oh God, no.
I mean,
I think even if Becky loses this, and if Becky loses, it's not going to hurt her.
No, because she can talk her way out of it.
Absolutely. That being said, I don't think it hurts Ronda to lose either.
No, I think it benefits Ronda to lose.
I think it does.
because
Makes her look not
beatable?
yeah.
especially going into this feud with Ronda or Nia.
Even if there's an element of cheating on Becky's
Yeah.
part, to which I'll cheer fervently. Yeah. Why fight fair? That's fair is for suckers. Yeah. The man.
The man.
Oh, this promo she had the baddest woman on the planet ripped it off, and there was the man just selling shirts.
She's got the man shirts. Those are for sales.
And they're unisex. That made me happy too. Seeing that I'm sure a lot of the shirts are, but I saw that. I was just like, wow, that's That's a women's wrestling shirt that a dude can wear and be like, yeah, what's up? Unlike the,
Were you trying to knock my Bailey shirt?
I'm talking about the Mandy Rose shirt.
Oh.
It's got a rose on it.
Uh-huh.
Naya.
Not like most girls. You wouldn't wear a Nia shirt.
Well, I'm not like most girls because I'm a dude.
I'm
That's
not
right.
like most girls.
I was very happy to see Sonya Deville has a shirt.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's simple.
Put your hair up and square up.
Yeah.
I'm not doing either of those.
Mm.
But still, happy she has it.
Mm-hmm.
That being said,
Dana has a shirt too.
hmm
Dana Brooke.
please tell me it's just a clipboard.
It says something about Flex City or something. Because that's what she does. She flexes.
'Kay.
She's getting a lot of time lately. She's
Good.
getting to wrestle again. I like it.
I do
like
too.
Dana. She's never gotten her time. I think they pulled her up.
Well,
They pulled her up way too soon.
and she's done a hell of a lot with character.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been dumb and goofy when needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And she could prove that she's like tough and strong when she needs to be. But while we're talking about shirts, why are you wearing that son of a bitch's shirt?
I know. It was his turn in the rotation. Johnny, son of a bitch.
Is that his name?
I don't know. I haven't.
Johnny Blackheart?
Johnny Blackheart. Johnny, not my wrestler.
Mm. Dude,
You son of a.
like that's been my boatload of wrestling I've watched this week was just NXT. Getting caught back up
Good.
on it. And
I've been watching 2013 as well.
I'm telling you. Okay. Look overachiever, all right? Hey, I watched a
Why
couple
don't
hours
I have a job? I need some sort of job in wrestling, really, because as much wrestling as I'm watching,
You'd make a good ring post.
I'm constant. What does that mean? You want people to stand on me? Climb me?
No. I want them to buckle things to you. It's different. I don't know what that means. I went too far with being, for Christ's sake.
I love Liv Morgan. That is all.
All right. I think I'm going to go poop in the sink. Got nothing to say to that. I'm sorry. Well, you can go in there
Wow.
first and wash your hands or whatever you do in there.
Wow, dude. You want to take a break? Do you need to use the restroom? You need to use the restroom.
I think I'm going to grab a drink.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a quick break. A boatload of wrestling to talk about on the other side. We'll
Oh, my God. We're going to talk about not Crown Jewel. I'm pretty excited.
be. Yeah.
Get that other picture up.
Here, let's get this up.
There you go.
Get this up first.
There's old men loving each other. It's great. I'm happy to see you.
Bleeding ass Shawn Michaels. We'll be back. It's hashtag WrestlePals.
Mm.
Give me a piece of the pie and the recipe.
live his life, and it kicks up fire. Live his life, and it kicks up fire. Live his life, and it kicks up fire. I love Liv Morgan.
I know you do, man.
I love Liv Morgan.
It's okay. Oh, is that part of the song?
Yes.
It is now? It's part of the song. Why is it answering my questions?
Yes. I'm a child, tongue is blue, live his life, and it kicks up fire. You alright?
Who is that singing there, Justin?
Yeah, it's me.
No. Who is it for real?
These ghouls.
Where can one get a sample of the wares of these ghouls?
Patreon.com/ohijustin.
Oh,
$1 a month gets you these ghouls demos and covers, which I'm doing all of a sudden apparently.
yeah.
Also gets you the hashtag WrestlePals podcast on your farm.
Wow, that's a lot right there. Wow, couldn't possibly be any more than
Also
that.
gets you the Oh Hi Justin podcast.
What the hell is that?
Holy girl, it's me. It's me.
It's you.
It's DDP. You also get the deprogrammed podcast. 3
What?
days early. Also,
All in one place? Wait, there's more?
I love Liv Morgan.
Oh, well, we knew that. Justin, you do a lot of stuff.
I want to do more.
Yeah.
I want to do more. I want to be a creator, man. And good point.
Yeah, that's us. A diet soda after just eating some candy and Zions, because
Real man of Zion.
this late at night is when he wants to be wide awake.
Oh, and one last thing for Patreon.
Yo, baby. What's up?
There's a project.
Okay,
coming.
baby.
There's a project coming up involving myself and Jenny Zell,
Who? Okay, baby.
and it's gonna be awesome.
Uh-huh.
And it starts production soon. So
Okay, baby.
you're in on it too. You know this.
Oh,
You
you,
know
you
it
could
is.
just tell me a minute and I'll be
Bunker
like, all right.
stuff. It's gonna be fun times.
Y'all plotting bastards.
Patreon.com/Oh Hi Justin. I'd love and appreciate you forever for $1 a month. That's all I'm saying.
Pretty sure that's prostitution, Justin.
I love Liv Morgan.
Oh, okay. That's
Someone should tell her. I feel like
someone tell Liv.
STL. Ellie loves the song. I am still working on the EP.
I hate it and I still love it.
There's 3 songs that are going to be on the EP.
But-
There is that song, Kicks Are Fire,
Uh-huh.
and then there's going to be Say No to Drugs and Yes to Pizza,
Okay.
and then the third song will be hashtag Squad Squad, which I haven't gotten to yet.
Okay.
Squad Squad.
Just saying okay now.
And I hope you guys are looking forward to next week because it'll be a WrestlePals exclusive. We are going to solely be talking about the Riot Squad's half of Ride Along next week.
Oh, for
That's all.
Christ's sake.
We're going to do the full show on just that.
Because literally nothing's going to happen that's going to make me happy. Like, Kenny Omega signed with, all right, who cares? Still. Nobody gets
I can't wait because, well, again, we've already kind of...
Tama Tonga killed a man.
I already get a glimpse into Liv from her Instagram posts and following her on Twitter.
And stalking.
And, yeah, same with Ruby a little bit. But Sarah Logan, on the other hand, we don't really get to see her personality.
Have you tried reaching out through Richard Branson?
I should. Because apparently he can fix all that ails us.
Apparently.
You lend me a couple thousand there, Mr. Branson?
I don't lend. Ask for a grant. That's what rich people do.
Oh, okay.
I learned that from Batman 1989.
Squad. Ralph Wells asks, so am I the only one tired of recycled feuds of Riot Squad, Natty Bailey, and Sasha, as well as Bobby and Finn?
Want to jump in on that? Riot Squad doing a little something different this week?
I get it. It's the same players, but I liked that. I liked that it wasn't ketchup on a door.
Ketchup on the door was the worst damn thing that's ever happened. Like, if somebody did that to me here now.
She did eat the ketchup, by the way.
What?
Liv ate the ketchup.
What are you talking
She
about?
licked the ketchup off her hand.
Oh,
She answered that on Twitter.
you're paying far too much attention to this.
To
Really,
her.
Really.
I just want to pay attention to her. Like,
If
that's
somebody
all I'm
came
really
and put
saying.
ketchup and mustard on my door, and I caught them doing it, I would just say, "What are you doing? Do you need help? Like, I can help you. We can get you help." I wouldn't think, "Oh man, I've been got. Damn it, damn them rioters." No, it was lame and it was awful. And then they committed and said, "Well, I guess this is what we're gonna do," and then they did it. I would have rather them put like a middle finger on the door and then trace it into ketchup. That's the only way to save that. But still, they were like, "We're doing what? Fine, cool. We're gonna do it as best we can," and they did. That being said,
I saw people complaining about, I wish they would have said more about it being the Anvil's glasses. I don't know, man. Like, the crowd seemed to react appropriately.
yeah, that's what
And so
happened.
did
Was Natty brought out the glasses for some reason that belonged to her father. Seems like an inappropriate place to bring those, but okay. Oh, they're a storytelling device. I'll carry on then. Middle of the match, was Ruby just broke the glasses in half, right? Grabbed them and said, "Hey, these are your dad's glasses, right?
Yeah.
Audience needs to pay attention. These are important to her." Snapola, what's up?
Yep.
Throw him on the ground, step on him, kick him around, and she peed on him a little. I was like, "Whoa!" And then Natty's reaction was, "Hold on,
I'm going to die now.
screw this career. I have to collapse in the ring and die." And she died.
I
The
was
end.
like, all right.
I was
I'm
like,
in.
"Whoa, the Riot Squad are actually doing like, okay, that seems like some disorderly conduct.
Yeah, it's not ketchup. On
This
the
is
door.
something you can actually call the police for.
Yeah.
This is good."
I mean, again, is it the best and greatest and best thing? No, but it's something that's actually eliciting feeling.
Yeah, they're trying to hurt you physically. Not physically, always physically, but they're trying to break you down mentally too. And they did. And that's that storytelling element that's kind of been missing there. It's just like, oh, look at these troublemakers. Nah, they're actually doing some dastardly stuff. Now, I hope this is just the beginning. If they're going to continue with the Natty, like was said, the recycled Natty, Bailey, and Sasha versus the Riot Squad, this is a fun new element of, hey, man, with Bailey, Sasha, and Natty having to say, hey, you're getting like way too personal here. Like, we like fighting you, and we'll fight you. But hey, could you not like do that? To which Riot Squad's just like, oh, that's what you don't like? Oh, I'm sorry. That's what we're going to do. I've got a feeling we're going to get a ritual sacrifice of a tube dude. One of those tube dudes is going to float up, bloop, 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 and it's going to be like just
Like
it's-
that time Undertaker
Remember
did
when-
with Steph.
Remember when? Yes. No. I mean, like, remember when DX dropped shit on the Spirit Squad?
Yes.
I mean, they're going to turn these on and she's going to just fly shit into the air, and these brown tube dudes are going to come up. And they're going to be like, oh my God, where did they get that much? It seems excessive. Why is Nikki here?
Okay.
No, not that one. I meant from the Spirit Squad.
Nikki!
It's a big square head. It's the best. Then he yelled at you, and he got famous.
Nikki! Spirit Squad.
Yeah.
Awesome in hindsight.
Whatever. I liked them.
Terrible at the time.
Yeah, he got a reaction, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So if we're gonna get more of the Riot Squad versus that Squad,
Well,
Uh,
Squad.
I hope they're more dastardly and they're actually painful and they actually hurt feelings, so you can actually care about the faces in the situation and you don't want to cheer.
It looks like they're slowly but surely starting to try to make teams too, like tag teams. Because you got the Boston Hug Connection, you got the Riot Squad, you got I don't know if they're going to necessarily be an alliance or a team, but I hope so. Tamina and Nia.
What's going on with them?
It looked like they were.
I've got a good name for them.
Yeah.
Sexual tension.
Aren't they like related?
Shh, shut up.
I was gonna say Tamina.
Don't ruin this for me.
Weird.
Speaking of which, I noticed your dumb screen thing there. You've got Becky and you've erased Ginger. Becky has replaced Ginger, but for some reason you left my Luke Harper down there. My creepy-eyed Luke Harper.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Shoulder
that
to
your
shoulder.
new mixed match team right there?
Yeah, they're shoulder to shoulder, equal billing.
Well, of course.
The man.
Good for Luke Harper. Well done. He was on Twitter earlier today saying, I take my son to the grocery store, and I don't know if they're looking because they think my son's cute or they think I stole him from somewhere. And he just posts a picture of his kid, adorable. Then he posts a picture of himself with a
Adorable.
creep-ass hat and with a big weird beard. And it's like, I enjoyed it. I was fine with it. But it was like, that was Luke Harper winning at Twitter. Well done.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah. So what do you call that team?
Thank you.
Hmm?
Because I like this. Yeah, man.
Fuck you. I hate you.
Stop. It's brilliant.
Yeah, man.
And now you love it. Now that you've said it.
Now I want that mixed match team.
You're welcome. So I watched the Streaming for Vengeance.
What is this?
So they had the Sea of Honor tournament on the Jera Cruise.
What?
The Sea of Honor tournament. It was the ROH
Okay.
tournament to determine a.
I'll tell you where my head went later.
Okay.
Continue.
So they didn't show any of the first round matches. They just showed clips.
Mm-hmm.
And in the first round, Dalton Castle wrestled against Matt Taven, and Matt Taven pulled out his ROH championship and hit Dalton Castle in the head,
Oh, no.
losing the match. And at the beginning, the very first match, they announced, ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry, but Dalton Castle cannot wrestle. He has a concussion, and here is his replacement. And suddenly you hear, smooth sailing. And they go, smooth sailing, Ashley Remington. And I'm like, I know this name.
You have to be pleased to.
I know this name.
Like, this may be a joke. I hope this is. Please tell me that's
There
a
he
real
is.
thing.
And there he is on the cruise.
For the love of God. How do you have a cruise and not have smooth
Smooth sailing.
sailing Ashley Remington?
Smooth sailing.
Okay, look. I feel like that's something that happens when people go to Chikara, where they're kind of like, hey, you know what? We're going to give you the weirdest thing possible. And you show us if you can commit 100% to it and pull this off.
Smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing Ashley Remington was fantastic in Chikara. And then he went on and became Dalton Castle.
And he wrestled Christopher Daniels, by the way, in this match.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And so Colt Cabana and Jay Lethal are on commentary,
Oh, my God.
which they weren't very good.
Whatever. I'll
They were
just be
drunk.
excited to hear him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's even better.
No.
Well, this isn't like
A little bit of professionalism
this
wouldn't
isn't an
kill.
in-canon thing, but whatever. Cabana's still celebrating that lawsuit win. Good for him.
Yeah. It wasn't the end of the world that they were drunk, but it was definitely, I could tell.
It affected.
But
But at the same time, they're there to have fun at that point.
Lethal goes, that's Dalton Castle. And the self and Colt is, no, that's Ashley Remington.
It's a different dude.
And the whole beginning of the match is Christopher Daniels going, that's Dalton Castle. That's
No way, man.
Ashley Remington.
It's Ashley Remington.
Smooth sail.
It's right. You can't forget that. That is his entire given Christian name. Is Smooth Sailing Ashley Remington.
And they have a fun little match. I mean,
Was
obviously,
his style any different from Dalton Castle's?
felt different. I don't know. If
Great.
It was, yeah.
I hope it was a totally different individual. And then just does Dalton Castle appear later for no reason?
In the next round, because he defeats one Christopher Daniels.
Oh my God!
And so he gets to rest, and I guess the concussion.
The concussion
secedes, I
healed.
guess. Yeah, the heels.
I don't know. His
How would a
brain stopped
concussion do?
swelling,
Yeah.
and it was feeling swell.
So, in the next matchup is Flip Gordon and Marty Skrull.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, this was really good. This may have been the match of the tournament.
Really?
Depending on what you're after. Just really high paced.
Angry
What,
villainous Englishman.
Yeah.
And
super baby face flippy guy.
he's the best.
I mean, that's what he is, right?
Yeah.
So that that was fun. And then Jay Briscoe versus Cheeseburger, with the sell being, there's no way Cheeseburger's winning this.
There's no way Cheeseburger's winning
No,
this.
he got the hell beat out of him.
is that what they went with?
Yeah,
Just he got his ass beat for like a half hour.
not even. I mean, it was
Like
a
quick?
very short match. Yeah.
Good for Cheeseburger.
And then the next match, this was again, depending on what you're after, you could say that this one, because it was Mark Briscoe and Adam Page,
Okay.
and it was just hard hitting.
Really?
Starts with a chop off.
Well, I
Chop.
like you would.
Chop, 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 chop. That was weak. That was weak. That was weak. So they start body slamming each other. Like they're trading body slams.
Then you take me next.
Yes, exactly like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And just it goes like that with all these different moves for a good while. And then, it's just a hard-hitting affair. So if you like hard-hitting wrestling, I suggest this match. That's the end of the second round. Mark Briscoe wins.
It's a shame that we're never going to see like the Briscoes on a different stage. They're where they're going to be, and you know what? I'm fine with that. But man, I've always loved them. I've always had a soft spot for them. Their promos are great. When they're evil, they're amazing. When they're silly, they're amazing.
The bird did start attacking the crowd. I can't remember which. I think it was during.
Wait, what?
There was a bird. Mark Briscoe and Adam Page were wrestling, and a bird started attacking the crowd.
Like Coco Beware?
No, like a bird, like a seagull.
Gobbledygooker?
And Colt's sell of it, instead of like ignoring it, is getting up and shouting, "There's a bird!" Let's not pay attention to this match.
No, you know what that does? Is it makes it memorable and unique. Because I've got mustache hairs that are trying to stab me in the brain going up my nose.
I know them feels. Also, I love Liv Morgan.
I know you do. But this cruise was for the cruise patrons, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you're watching at home. You know what you did? You missed out by not going on the cruise.
It
was for you. So guess what? Colt Cabana doesn't give a damn about the commentary. He was just like, someone needs commentary? Okay, I'll do it. Most important thing for him to do, drink on that cruise with the people on that cruise.
No, you're right.
I bet they had a good goddamn time,
You're
too.
right.
You tried to talk Kristen going on the cruise, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, actually, because it got announced. It was over my birthday weekend.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, man, I'd love to do this.
I will absolutely look up Colt yelling at a bird. It's the best.
And it didn't happen. Even Matt was like, dude, I'll go on the cruise with you. And I mean, money wise, it wasn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
It just the time of year, kids are in school, and then it wasn't going to happen, unfortunately.
I am super psyched that they sold that out.
Yes, me too, because that means another
they started
one
having
happened.
the numbers coming out, and it was like, they haven't sold out yet. I was because they had the big success with the All In. I thought for sure it's like, man, I hope this gets the same kind of deal.
Jericho said on his pod, after it, he's like, yeah, we had this big thing, did really good business there. We didn't sell a single cabin off of his appearance on All In.
Oh Jesus!
But
it got the notoriety out there.
Yeah, there will be a second. It was a success. There will be
Good.
a second, and I would love more than anything to
Pioneering wrestle cruises.
go. Yes.
What is up?
Yes, I'm into it. So that
There's one
starts.
here. I got it.
The next round is Flip versus Dalton Castle.
Yay!
And Dalton has a sunburn, so he won't take his shirt off, first of all. And he's like, look, I got a sunburn, just, we can wrestle, but, you can't.
Take it easy.
Don't hit the sunburns, okay? Like, he makes them make an announcement of that. And it's just funny, like...
These are gimmick things you can only do on a cruise.
Yeah.
You're never going to be on a cruise ever again.
Yeah.
Go and do it now. So what does he do? He breaks out smooth sailing, and then he has a sunburn.
Yep.
Meanwhile, there's a seagull attacking, and Colt's like, yes! That's the main event right there.
I want to find this in GIF form. Flip Gordon starts flipping around, and Dalton...
As he's wont to do.
Yeah, Dalton has this, reaction. Like he's in the corner going, oh, I want it so bad, because it was awesome.
Like, the art of selling sells. Like, not only am I reacting, I'm aghast.
It's like, oh my gosh.
Who the hell else is aghast? Dalton Castle.
Oh, that's amazing. Like, he was amazed. Oh.
Wow, you could do that? Good Christ.
At one point, he's selling the sunburn, and he gets whipped, but he slows the whip into peacock pose.
Whoa. Knock anybody down with that?
No.
Yeah, some days it works, some days it doesn't.
I'm just saying it's sunburn.
Peacock pose is the best.
Yeah. Flip actually wins.
Yeah.
Flip gets the big W, and then the next round is the next match is Briscoe versus Briscoe. So again, if you like hard hitting affairs, This was a hard-ass hitting affair.
Oh my God, that sounds awesome.
The chant, let's go Briscoe. Briscoe sucks.
Again, this is their opportunity to do dumb things, and they capitalized on it. Well done.
So the Sea of Honor finals is Jay Briscoe versus Flip Gordon. Flip Gordon with the win.
That's awesome.
This is his second shot at Jay Lethal.
Look, man, if you watch the Being the Elite show, Flip gets a lot of garbage.
Yeah, he does.
And you know what? He takes it well. Like, even in the intros, they go through, boom, pacing for all the intros, and it's like, and Flip Gordon. And then it's gone. Just says everything you need to know about him right there. Just a happy, good dude.
Ralph asks, is the Elite going to be free agents next year? That's the word on the street,
Well,
is that they are?
they've said they've committed to, like, hey, whatever we do, we're going to do as a group. So, yeah. And like a lot of them, they've been making the statement. I think Adam Page made his statement today. He's like, hey, just so you know, I'm not in the Bullet Club. Bye. And you know what? Bullet Club isn't their thing. It's a New Japan thing, right?
Right.
New Japan is protecting their investments. Like, hey, guys, we need you to kind of back out of the Bullet Club. I think Cody was one of the first, and they very matter-of-factly was just like, yeah, we're doing our own thing. You know, whatever. And they've kind of handed the reins off to Tama Tonga,
Who is, of course.
who is amazing. And then they've got Jay White in there, who could very easily be a figurehead for it, too. And some I could see internal struggle between Jay White and Tama Tonga at some point. And it's going to be fantastic. Meanwhile, they're as best they possibly can, segueing out Kenny Omega, segueing out moving out the Bucks, moving out Cody, moving out Adam Page. And it's Bullet Club carries on. Bullet Club is his own thing. Bullet Club is a New Japan brand, and it's good. And Bullet Club is fine.
Bullet Club is fine. The main event.
That being said, you got Elite that can be Elite wherever they want to go.
Yep.
Or if they want to do their own thing. Or there's rumors that Chris Jericho is going to start his own thing, to which Chris Jericho addresses, going like, I am? That's cool. Here's some other things I'm going to do, too.
Yeah.
And it's just a list of ridiculous garbage.
Jericho is also Sin Cara.
I know.
Sin Cara is Jericho. That's an old hashtag. Ellie knows this. Sin Cara is Jericho. I mean, Cara chocolate chip.
Shut up. Sorry, I don't know why I attack you now.
So Alpha Club versus Bullet Club is the main event.
Oh, boy.
And it's
Jericho and the Bucks.
the Bucks
right?
of
I'm sorry, excuse me.
the Bucks of Jericho, or is it Y2 Jackson? That's the full name.
That's the full name.
The Bucks of Jericho, or is it Y2 Jackson, taking on its Skrull, Kenny, and Cody. Kenny, and Cody. And I mean, this was a fun match. It's weird. Like, I don't mean to take digs, but everybody, greatest main event, blah blah blah. No, it was good. It was fun.
Did they come out and have fun?
It was
Did
everything.
They show off.
It was everything I needed it to be.
Did you
say
get
that.
everything you want to see out of each of those individuals?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
Who takes the win?
Alpha. No. I think it was Bullet. Yeah, it was Bullet Club. Bullet Club won.
Doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all. You have tension between Jericho and Omega, because we're probably going to get a 2, which is probably going to happen at All In 2, which apparently Cody announced.
Oh, did he? Mention anything about a where? A when?
Probably not. Probably the same thing as last time. We're going to do one.
Right.
And then I haven't seen anything else from it, so
He's gotten,
keep that in your
he's
bonnet.
gotten really good about throwing stuff out there and letting it sit the appropriate amount of time, letting it marinate, letting excitement build but not drop off before dropping the information to really build up the hype. He's letting stuff have legs and doing well with it. It's masterful to see. He's found a sweet spot. But I mean, there was a lot of talk coming out of this event of, hey, what is Jericho's place in the wrestling world?
The GOAT.
Is he an old man trying to hang on? Is he forcing people to lose to him, or is he doing the right thing? What is the right thing? Like, how do you feel Jericho is in this situation?
I feel like he's lending credence because he's smart. Like,
I think so too.
he knows that the better ROH, the better New Japan, the better all these other companies do, and the more money these other cats can make, it's going to force WWE's hand to do better. And WWE will do better by proxy, just because if the wrestling
Wrestling
business
overall is better.
if it's better and healthier, then WWE will be better and healthier. And I mean, it shows already. Like most of the time, 9 times out of 10, I like watching WWE. There's like that one time, Crown Jewel, where it's like, but every other time, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm in.
They have gotten better. The storytelling has gotten better. The work has gotten a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I'm in the same boat with that because, okay, I'm glad we didn't have to have an argument about that. Because I feel like Jericho is like, okay, there's one time I was weirded out by Jericho a little bit. When he was trying to do like a talking shop on a Talk is Jericho. And it really felt like they've done a few of those.
Mm-hmm.
I really felt like it was very, very, all right, Jericho, back off. You're trying to insert yourself in here with the young kids, trying to keep yourself relevant. All right. But then it's like, no, I think he just really wants people to do well.
Yeah, well, they're good brothers.
And he updates his style. I hated Gordy. I that's all it was. I just hated Gordy. I feel like he adjusts and tempers himself as necessary to fit with the new styles and new people he works with, and gives them credence by rubbing shoulders with them, gives credibility to rubbing shoulders with them. Doesn't always have to beat them.
No.
Like, he's going to fight Naito, and Naito's going to beat him and take that Intercontinental Championship. It's going to be great.
And he has a home in WWE. He can come back whenever.
Yeah, and he's made himself a new home in New Japan where he'll always be welcome over there.
Yep.
He'll always be a player. He'll always be somebody that has to be considered and taken seriously when he's over there.
And it's cool because
He isn't just a guy that's going to show up and take a loss, or show up and take a title and hold on to it and only defend at pay-per-views, but only if they're big enough, unless he's got a UFC match coming up.
which looks like that's the case.
What?
March. You know, I said don't rule that one out.
I know. But Jericho is feels like he's more concerned about the business being healthy and making his
Helping
money.
the guys make money.
Yeah. Because like you said, he knows that he makes more if everybody around him is doing well.
Mm-hmm.
And then that makes it a draw for when he shows up.
Yeah.
And it's healthier that way.
And he doesn't have to come back to WWE if there's nothing for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there's no one he wants to work with, which I highly doubt. Because right now it's ripe for Jericho and Rollins.
For Christ's sake.
For greatest Intercontinental Champion ever.
Mm.
Just saying, there could be a little thing there. Shit, Jericho and Miz. We never really got Jericho and Miz.
I still don't... I don't think... I think New Japan will have him locked down as long as he has that title.
Of course, obviously.
But, yeah,
But
man.
Wrestle Kingdom is January 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestle Kingdom 13, which he'll probably be defending against Naito.
And have you seen the stuff with Naito?
Yes.
Like New Japan announces it, and then Jericho puts like a big no symbol over it. It's like, I didn't approve this. What is that son of a bitch? It's just like, I love cursing Jericho. Cursing Jericho makes me happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was like it was a story that came out about Naito earlier this week as well, saying that he was offered a huge WWE contract, to which he was like, "Nah, I'm sure he didn't say I'm cool." Probably,
I'd love to see, just mostly because, I'd like to see the interaction, obviously, which is why I want to see most guys come to the WWE. But it's one of those guys where I don't think they'd get right.
He's got a lot more being big over there yet, too. Like, if Okada were to leave, Okada just turned 31 today. Think about that. How long has he been, like, amazing over there? Like a freaking decade, and he's 31. Okada doesn't necessarily have anything to prove over there anymore. And he's at a very young age where he can still do a lot of stuff. But then you've got guys that have been around for a long time. Let's say a Suzuki or a Tanahashi. They don't have anything left to prove over there. They don't have to. They could come over to WWE and have fun. But then again, do they want to at this point in their career?
I don't know.
Who the hell knows?
To me, because people...
But that being said, I think Naito, New Japan is a great place for him to be right now.
Yeah. People say they've screwed up Nakamura, and technically I can understand why they say that, but he looks like he's having a ball. Especially now he's like...
He's also not touring like crazy. And he's working safer, and he's got a lot more longevity. And he's... It was a rough... from the main roster on, he was fantastic in NXT. From main roster on, it needed some course correction, and the U.S. title's a fantastic course correction.
Just so you know, Matt's starting a new wrestling company, New Matt Wrestling. So, I mean, if we want to, we could probably be the commentary team. I can put a word in with them.
Well, it's going to be down to just 4 of us, so we're going to have to like fight each other every once in a while. You okay with this?
No, I'll just do the commentary.
Does that mean I have to come over to commentary after getting my ass whipped?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think Matt said he was going to be the ref. So, I think you're just going to be beating yourself up. So that ought to be fun.
I've got years of experience with this.
If you follow him on Twitter,
Just don't, dude.
at the Nate Project,
Let me have. I won't answer.
he won't.
Don't read through my shit. Unless it's about Ride Along featuring Riot Squad. Then I might be curious.
Our whole show next week dedicated to the Riot Squad.
You just want to stream it and do analysis of it 4 times in a row?
Mhm.
Hey, there's deeper meaning each time
Oh,
we
look,
watch it.
there's Liv. I love her. So guess what else I watched?
Hey, Viking Train. What? What else you watch?
I watched some New Japan.
Yeah?
They had the big event that I don't remember the name of.
Oh, what the hell's
Power
going on?
Struggle.
Okay.
It was Power Struggle. Hey, nothing much.
This is still like their kind of weirdly dead time of year.
It was
They haven't made that fever pitch run towards Wrestle Kingdom yet.
at Wrestle Kingdom. I can accept the big undercard with all the tag matches that don't really mean anything.
It's New Japan, dude.
Yeah, but like, oh boy,
It's New Japan,
it was
dude.
I mean, there's stuff to take away from the undercard. Okada was tagging with Beretta,
Interesting.
and they were wrestling against Jay White and Bad Luck Fale. So it was
Bullet Club versus No Longer Chaos.
right. And
Or I guess, is he still Chaos? at
yeah,
this
they're
point?
still Chaos.
Okay. Just it was Gato that left.
Gato left, and he's in Bullet Club now with Jay White. Okada and Jay White just fighting the entire time, like outside the ring,
yeah.
just destroying each other.
As well they should.
Yeah, so it's
Good.
something to
Okada's
note.
got direction and doesn't need a title in the picture.
This might be the thing that finally gets me off the fence with Jay White too, because Okada's track record is just unreal.
Yeah.
And every time I see an Okada match with almost anybody, because he has that main event pace, that I can just really kind of watch how a guy works. So Okada and White ought to be good, and it ought to finally get me off the fence about White.
I've been okay with White since the beginning. It's like they brought him in and had him like lose a little bit like right away, but gave him credibility. It establishes a place in the company. That's the thing about New Japan. People can win and lose and make that transition from mid card to upper card to undercard, like without it being a big deal.
I never disliked him.
It
Actually, he's
keeps
got
it fresh enough.
I like the name. I like Switchblade. I like the name.
Breathe with the switchblade.
I like the look, like the cuts on the
And it's weird far away. Just
yeah. So I mean, there's something there. It's just I haven't had that one thing that clicks for me. Tai Chi rules.
Lord Tai Chi.
He rules
Yeah.
literally if he's a lord.
Who's disagreeing with you on this? Is
But he
singing?
did. Yeah. Well, not really, of course.
All right.
Because whoever was on commentary, he comes out with the mic and he goes, "It's just weird. Like you can definitely see his mouth moving. I don't think that mic is plugged in."
Oh, who was on the English commentary? Do you know? Because I know they were trying out Lanny Poffo, which was just like, okay, I don't know if he's ever watched wrestling. He has no idea who the hell any of him here is. I'm not entirely sure he knows who he is.
That happened on King of the Ring '94.
Hmm?
They brought some football player in to be the third person on commentary.
Was it Mongo?
No, it was not Mongo.
Oh, because that would have been good.
But well, at least Mongo would have talked about wrestling.
Mongo
Did you guys act like this when you were in the ring? It was Gorilla and Savage
Okay.
with the football player,
the football player?
whoever it was. I don't
Wasn't it
remember.
like Kevin Green or something, was it?
No, it was an old guy. And he just kept going like this. Did you guys act like this when you were
Was
in
Adam
the ring?
Sandler's mom played football?
Why don't you lay on the side of the ring?
No.
Would you like some fresh
No.
cantaloupe?
Yes, I would, actually.
Would you like a
No.
sandwich?
Yes. No. Problem. Mess.
Goto reclaims the never openweight championship for the 4th time. He defeats Tai Chi, but he got his ass handed to him. Tai Chi beat the hell out of him the
Good.
entire match. Goto reclaims the championship though. Naito and Zack Sabre Jr.
Ooh.
Very fun match. Very fun match. And the main event was Jericho and Evil. It was really nice to see that spotlight on Evil.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah, and I mean,
I've had a soft spot for him and Sonata for a long time, and I've loved that Jericho's like, "Hey, you wear face paint? Well, I'm wearing your face paint, tee." Jerk.
I like how, again, look what Jericho's doing in his time over there. Like, he wrestles Omega, which was like the hottest thing in
Of
the company.
course.
So that's like the gimme,
Tops of the card.
right? But
And
instead
then-
of saying, "No, I'm not going to wrestle any of these Japanese guys," no, he comes out and attacks Naito the next day.
Yeah,
Has a feud with Naito that's not over,
right.
just on pause. And then he's like, you know what? While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and attack Evil too.
It's great.
I love
That's
that.
so good for him. Evil is great. Everything is
Evil?
evil. I don't know. It might lose
At one
some
point,
emotion.
Jericho gets up on the top rope and he goes, "Everything is Jericho."
'Cause knowing who's in there with and making them look great.
So Jericho submits
Did
Evil.
did Evil look good though?
Yeah, of course he did.
Good.
Of course he did. It is weird that Jericho's doing like street matches all the time now, like street fights.
Well, I mean,
He's 47. I mean,
I'd say, hey, so I can minimize
Yeah.
bumps a little bit.
yeah. I'm not
Brawl,
against it.
brawl.
In the post match, Jericho, no rematch for Naito ever.
Christ almighty.
Love it. I love it. And that was the New Japan there.
And
fun
again,
times.
this is like their weird off season, kinda. It's gonna ramp up soon.
What's this here?
I'm gonna say after Thanksgiving, but I guess they don't have it.
That's that.
It's not a thing.
Yeah. That'll be our thing for later.
Mm.
Trying to see if I got anything else here. Here's that picture you shared of Undertaker 2099.
Yeah, somebody put up a picture of Dolph Ziggler with the headband on and Drew McIntyre sitting there next to him. And somebody listed it as, hey, look, it's Undertaker 2000 and Undertaker 1999. And tagged Dolph Ziggler in it, to which he immediately replies, ah ha ha, oh, ew.
In case you guys haven't seen that,
You got a little, there you go. That's a nipple dog.
that's a nipple dog. And he did have the surgery. I saw him in a hospital bed. You understand, if you
Triple
will.
H ripped a pec, yo.
And that's hashtag commitment.
That's stalkery. But, you know.
So let's talk about this
Yeah,
real
right,
quick.
stalkers have more follow through.
Let's talk about this.
What is that?
Before we get to the they're telling us we have to go. So last week, Liv Morgan was watching our show.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody watched last week, when I kind of got shook a little bit for like a couple minutes, it's because she hopped in.
Oh, I noticed.
Yeah, and it was really her.
I noticed you get shook.
I was shook.
I'm sure it was a misclick.
I probably more
Has
than
she
likely.
has she since unfollowed you on Twitter?
No.
You sure?
Yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
Let's bring. You want to play this game?
No,
You want to play this game, huh?
no, I don't.
Here, let's bring her up.
Okay, and it's time to play the game. Yes,
You see this?
Justin.
Which account is that?
eat me.
Yeah, because it's Thanksgiving.
I get it.
Eat me. Don't allow. Get out of here.
Yeah, why don't you share your photos to everybody? It's just Liv Morgan.
It's just Liv Morgan. Yeah. All right. So you see what I'm doing here? Clicking on Liv Morgan's account.
Liv Morgan's account.
Oh, look at that.
She's following you.
Just in case those of you do not believe, you probably can't see that. That's all right.
Nobody likes you or cares.
That may be true.
I like you.
She likes me. Liv likes me.
Okay, let's start with like. That seems more
Well,
helpful.
she loves me.
Ah, for Christ's sake. All right, so Justin,
Mhm.
so you watched the New Japan and the Cruise of Jericho.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Like, that's
boatload of
some good
wrestling.
rounding out. You know,
Plus
Jesus, what?
nine.
Yes, like 11 years of King of the Ring.
No, it was only 4. It was 94 through
It's like
97.
11.
94 through 97. And then, what did you send me? Oh, hashtag commitment.
Oh, for God's sake.
Quit-
What? Who got that picture of Finn? Christ almighty.
That's Ellie's hashtag
Should
commitment.
give out her phone number while we're at it.
What?
No, I'm kidding. It's not on there, but you checked like, oh no, I hope I didn't do that.
See, this Nathan doesn't have a commitment, okay?
Goddamn right.
It's just
I'm not
madness.
even entirely sure of 710 pics of Liv Morgan and one blurry pic.
It's true.
Okay, so you watched you rounded out wrestling. We stayed away from Raw and SmackDown a little bit, which is good.
So if you want to go over what I watched a bunch of 2013 NXT this last week
Okay,
because Evolution got me fired up. So
let me know when you get close to when Bo Dallas leaves NXT.
I'm actually getting to his championship match next. Him
Good.
and Big E, like he just won the Battle Royal. Or actually, I just watched the episode where they had the contract signing for it. So he's turning into a bad guy. He hasn't yet. He's turning into one. So I watched, I don't know, 4 or 5 episodes of 2013 NXT Evolution. Then I watched Crown Jewel. Then I watched, perfect timing for that. This one's for all you freaks out there.
Holler if you hear the sirens.
Then I watched,
I don't have any chainmail around here.
let's see, 94 through 97 King of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched Jericho Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched New Japan Power Struggle.
Very good.
Then I also watched Raw
Christ
and
almighty.
SmackDown. So, yeah.
Well, I went outside of my comfort zone this week, and I
did
finally
you?
did something that I said I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I queued up my first wrestling of the week as NXT.
Smart play.
Dude,
Very smart
It
play.
is going to be my go-to show from now on.
I honestly feel like people should skip Raw.
Yeah. I don't know, though. I mean, there was some fun stuff on Raw. We'd like
Yeah.
to delve into that a little bit because there was some controversy and people upset about that, too.
Yeah.
But,
But still,
good.
like you can grab the Hulu version of that
right.
after NXT.
So I jump into NXT, and I make sure to go back to previous week because I wanted to see the whole, the crazy final 6 minutes with Regal in the ring. Nikki shows up. Aleister Black shows up, kicks the garbage out of everybody. And then, Johnny. Because look at all the development that happens in the last 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Regal as an authority figure, a person of interest. Nikki as a harbinger of goddamn evil coming.
I know.
You got Velveteen Dream coming out, asserting himself into the title picture.
And telling Lars Sullivan that if he wants to talk to him, he needs to wear pants.
Put on pants. Lars Sullivan showing how much of a monster he is by one-handing Velveteen Dream. Aleister Black black-massing literally everybody, and it was awesome. That camera being knocked down was on accident, and they rolled with it. It was great. He gets in the ring. Lars Sullivan goes to climb in. Oh, yeah, here's one for you. Get the hell out of my ring. It was fantastic. Aleister Black with more character development than he's ever had, confronting Regal, and Johnny Gargano showing up, showing what his true awful colors.
Yep.
And then we go into this past week that I've watched. More on that. We had Candace come out at the one point wearing all black with the black lipstick, and Black is there confronting her. I was like, look at this. What is it? And my favorite thing of NXT for the week was the Mighty versus the Street Profits. Now, I saw the previous match, too, and then I saw this one as well. Basically fighting over a solo cup. And you know what? I was so happy when the Street Profits got that solo cup back.
Yeah, right.
It was great. I had to explain what that was. I
Yeah.
did a poor job. I was
He's
like, I
mixing
don't
it
know.
up.
I had to go through like, hey, here's all the things Angela Dawkins has been. It's been a lot of stuff. And now
He was
he's
a wrestler.
now he's great.
Oh, that's the fun part about watching the 2013.
Yeah.
Like watching Corbin before like his hair grew out.
Oh,
He's just a shirtless, tatted dude. He's just like, hey, this is me. Aiden English, like pre singles run, like I'm a singer guy. It's just fun
oh my
watching.
God, yes. Oh.
Yeah. Just watching all these dudes like pop up. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot they were there.
Hey, this is when they were developing these
Mojo?
guys. Well, all right. Other thing, kind of out of that, and Evolve announcing officially that, we're kind of developmental for NXT and WWE. So what's up? We're very happy with our partnership, and I'm sure they are. And it's gonna be great for them, and it's great for there to be like really a developmental territory now that NXT is legit a brand. Yo, what's up?
How can you be so in love with Liv Morgan when Sarah Logan is right there? Just saying. I'm in love with Liv.
He ain't like Vikings. He's from Canada, where the Vikings raided and pillaged. And
Also, like,
anybody that's into Viking training or the backwoods of Kentucky.
Liv. You know, she's life.
I'm trying to make sense of this backstory.
I'm in Liv.
What's
with her.
Liv's backstory?
Is she great?
It's a good story.
She's got a blue tongue.
It's a good story.
She's great.
What else? What about
She's
her
from Jersey.
What about her kick stuff?
Something about those kicks are fire.
Mm.
Just saying, like she's from Jersey. Something about a Jersey girl. My last big crush was AJ Lee, also a Jersey girl.
Okay.
What?
The sirens are coming for you this time. What the hell's happening?
I don't know.
Madness. My house is on fire. That's what's going on.
Cool. All right, let's. You want to do this real quick?
Oh,
I got
for Christ's
something.
sake, Ellie wants to. I know you do.
You can't have anybody encroaching on Liv's spot in the line. This is all reserved for her.
Drew McIntyre's the man, and it was fantastic what they did with Angle. Good for Angle for passing along kind of the torch and going into his old man Angle storyline. It's going to be great.
I don't know if you saw this. Guess who's back on the Twitter machine?
Who's back on the Twitter machine, sir?
The King is dead.
Oh, my God.
And his new Twitter handle is @bastardpock.
Very
I'm
good.
back, you shits.
All caps, I'm back, no comma, ya shits, space, 3 exclamation points. That's right. Formerly known as Neville, but don't you dare call him that. The King is dead. The King of the Cruiserweights. Nah. Bastard Pac.
Look at this picture of him.
I'm back, ya shits. How's that? Hey, you know what? Ellie was just talking about more room on the line down there. I might need to pull that picture out there. Cause,
Yeah. Maybe we can put him between Roman and Becky.
dude,
Just crowd up your side.
she wants to fill it up. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like I was like, get Harper off there. I understand we got to keep Roman for the time being.
We need this
If it is
space. Has to
necessary.
be free.
Corey's, yes, you need a buffer space unless you're gonna put more Livs Morgan up there.
I could.
Is that how you?
Livs Morgan.
Livs Morgan? I don't know how you pluralize that. And if you could, I don't think you should because I don't think you could handle it.
I probably couldn't. I can barely handle one.
You can't.
She makes my heart sing. Nathan, wasn't sure if you know that. She makes me smile with my heart, as it were.
I think it's worth mentioning this one more thing too.
Okay.
Apparently on the Talk is Jericho with the Elite with Cody Rhodes.
The thing I alluded to earlier.
A story was mentioned that
Hey, there's a leader of the locker room there.
yeah, they were kind of talking kind of shady about like, hey, there was someone back in those days that alluded to themselves as the locker room leader. To which Jericho just said, I'll say it. I don't give a damn. CM Punk. And apparently, he says, hey, as a locker room leader, I think we should pick up the trash around here. And as the story goes, Booker T apparently took a couple armfuls of trash, stood on the ground, and said, go ahead and tell me to pick it up. And then just left. It's like, wow. Those are the best stories.
Of course Jericho doesn't care because
He doesn't have to.
Punk doesn't give a shit about him.
Well, just because Punk didn't do All In. What's up?
That's also true.
Yeah, whatever. I love shit talking.
Oh.
The best. I got no business doing it. So wait till the actual men do it. Or the man does it.
Ooh, the man is the best at it.
Yeah.
Come on, fucking guy!
Dun, 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 dun.
Have you ever linked that from the WrestlePals site?
No.
Okay.
Why would I?
I know. It's just for me.
Well, in Lauren now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, everybody. We're hashtag WrestlePals. Nate's sleepy. We're hashtag WrestlePals. You want to get a hold of us? Yeah, go to the Facebook page. Just give it a like, would you? Facebook.com. Search for WrestlePals VA because we're in Virginia. Go figure, huh? Where else do we find the shows? Stuff,
On the Twitter machine?
Stuff.
At WrestlePals VA.
Twitter at WrestlePals VA. If you want the back catalog of the video show version of the show, YouTube, search for, spell it out, hashtag WrestlePals. If you want the audio format, you can find us on iTunes. You can
Thank you,
find us
Reese.
on Spotify. Spotify. You heard that right. And you can find it on Stitcher. Anywhere you can find podcasts. I understand you don't want to look at us
That's fine.
I don't usually wander past many reflective surfaces myself. Understandable.
Hopefully we'll see you next week, Reese. Thanks
Word.
for popping in.
Yes, thank you, sir. If you want to get in touch with us individually, it's not hard to get a hold of Justin. You could check him out at The Hulkster.
Check me out.
Check
me out.
Yes, watch him profess his love for a fictional character. Portrayed for a
Do
very...
you want me to? I love Gianna Daddio.
Oh, now it's actionable. Now you're in trouble. This is what they've been waiting for. You just gave him all the ammunition you could want to put your ass away. Before he goes to jail...
That's why I was shook,
At The Hulkster.
by the way. Because that's who said joined.
I know it did.
At Gianna Daddio.
I saw your hands shaking. You silly little boy. Pretty girl. Hashtag virgin pals. Yeah, that's right. At The Hulkster on Twitter is where you can find Justin, or put hashtag WrestlePals on literally anything. The man will find it. You want to support him and the show by proxy. Patreon.com/OhiJustin. That's where you get These Ghouls original tracks. That's where you get These Ghouls covers. That's where you get this show, hashtag WrestlePals. This is where you get the programs, the home of that. And it's where you get the daily, a week early, Oh Hi Justin pod, which is this goddamn madman go nuts every day.
Yeah, it's kind of a ripoff of the Nate Project, but
Yeah, but
much less.
it's functional.
yeah, also true.
This is also true. If you want to get a hold of me, at the Nate Project.
Good luck.
See that foreshadowing there? It ain't gonna work. But watch me have a meltdown. It's fun every once in a while, right? Not for me. I can't put my arms down.
I do a show with him every week. This is the only time I talk to him.
You want to cut that back some too? I'll be quiet. Go ahead. Carry on. Why are people Get off of Twitter, you jerks. At the Nate Project, at the Hulkster, at WrestlePals VA. This is my... Goddamn hashtag WrestlePals.
Keys and my little dog is bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'm take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words, AJ Styles. You know what you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.